What's been motivating you lately, or not? Your life, your family, your friends, your passion? Motivation is a unique dynamic for all of us. We all experience it in different ways. Let's break that word down a little bit. To motivate. Motivation, an act or a desire, a need, something to move forward. I like the word act because the word act has action in it, which is a realm of possibility to actual existence. That's what action is about. Inside motivation is action. The more we act, the more we move ourselves forward, the better it is. I like the idea of the realm of possibility to action. I'll just segue to the concept of someday I'll. Someday I'll write that book. Someday I'll take that course. Someday I'll call that old friend. Someday I'll call that family member I haven't been talking to for a long time. Someday I'll. You fill in the blank. Vote yourself off of someday I'll. It's so important to keep moving forward in all that you do, be it your team, your business, your personal life, your passion, your goals, everything. I think Walt Disney used the mantra, keep moving forward. Always keep moving forward. In your life, you are either moving forward, staying the same, or thinking of the realm of possibility, which falls back into lack of action. The more you act, the more you move yourself forward. The more you move yourself forward, the more you feel better about doing something productive in your life with your goals, your passion, your purpose. It's so important to keep moving forward and not to be a victim of circumstances. A lot of people live their life by default as opposed to design. I like the concept of living your life by design, not by default. Intentional design. There's another part of the motivation that I like to use is the motivation matrix. The motivation matrix is a concept that, it's an idea that develops from within something else. So if we look at our personal ideas, our personal motivations, we can develop something from within ourselves to move ourselves forward to create that action. Very important, and I believe wholeheartedly that deep down inside everybody, true motivation lies. It's just a matter of becoming conscious of that. And our conscious awareness is so key in our motivational triggers. What is motivating us? Internal factors, external factors. Am I a victim of circumstances, or do I create the circumstances I want? Do I look for the circumstances I want, as opposed to just letting circumstance and default living day by day? The choice is yours, and you do have a choice. Everything's important to keep moving forward and to think about that. It's a tall order, but how do I come to that realization? Conscious awareness of my motivation acts or inacts. Why am I feeling this way? Is this job really motivating me? Why does that person affect me? When we think about our motivational tendencies, it's very important because then we become aware of how to change them quicker, move forward with them, and that we are aware we are at the helm of our ship. It's so important. And not to let a certain situation affect you. To give you an example, when I was in high school, I was a C student, B student, and in our education system, they just kept passing the kids along. So I made it, graduated from high school. Then I went to university when I was 21 years of age because in our country you could get in as an adult student. Now mind you, I had some weak English skills in high school, so I studied philosophy, psychology, liberal arts, and one thing I've known in my career is that leaders are readers and they never stop learning. And always keep learning, especially in different fields. It's so important. That keeps me motivated, and that could keep you motivated too. I remember this one philosophy professor. I had such admiration for him because he knew his material so well. He was so passionate. Have you ever met somebody that just, they eat, breathe, and live what they believe in? What a powerful way to be. I had a lot of respect for him. So, philosophy course, started writing my essays. Remember, I had some weak writing skills. I started to get the grades back. I don't know about you, but an F, I used to get an F minus, then an F, and then an F plus, but at least I was going up the letter ladder and I was improving. Just for the record, I did pass that course, and what I took from that was a positive perspective that one paper, one person, one passion, one bad experience does not define you. It only reflects a certain academic grade at that point. If you look at it as a challenge, anything that you stumble across or you find difficult with, or if you're not motivated towards, take it as a challenge. Think about it. It's a tall order to continually challenge yourself to become better than what you presently are, or your team, or your life. The influence is so important. When I graduated from university, it was awesome. I continued on and did some volunteer work in Ghana, West Africa, teaching English. Believe it or not, my professor probably would have rolled over in his grave, but I made it through. I find that the more you become aware of what's motivating you, the more you think about it, the more you can change your life, your destiny. I believe that we should all continually inspire, teach, lead, and motivate each other the best way we can, because we're all constantly being programmed, influenced, inspired by different things. So if we're conscious of what's affecting me, what's motivating me, then I'm more aware of how I can better my circumstances and choose the circumstances I want. That action of moving forward is paramount. And to think about that every day, it is a tall order. I believe there is a momentum in motivation. If you are constantly in a momentum forward motivated fashion, it is so important because you can become unstoppable. Tall order, how do you become unstoppable? Is never stop, keep moving forward. The universe is constantly expanding. Are you? And I don't mean at the waistline. It's so important to just keep expanding your experiences, your perceptions. And I believe that if you are working towards becoming unstoppable, always strive for peace of mind. Always try that, are my actions benefiting others around me? Is it for the right reasons? It should be ideally, and even are my actions affecting us globally? Tall order, but all for one, one for all, isn't that what it's about? I believe we all need to encourage each other to develop our collective potential to be the best motivated version of ourselves. And I'd just like to say thank you. I'm so happy and grateful for giving me this opportunity just to share a few thoughts on motivation.